Live from Kegel Studios, it's Cooking with Nene and Murray!
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back.
Yay!
Good to be back with y'all
Lord.
on another Thursday evening.
Thursday evening. We actually have someone live in our studio.
Still audience.
Oops, I gotta take these off. But she won't be on camera, so.
But you might hear her applaud and laugh.
Tell myself her hair.
If they hear my laugh, they'll know who it is.
Oh, yeah, they will. Kind of, you
Kinda like
and
Leanne.
Leanne.
Who'd you say? Did
You guys
did
both
say
said
Leanne
Leanne
or
at the
Luann?
same time.
Leanne.
You better not. She will be so mad. Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to go get this mixer bowl before we get
Oh.
deep in.
So hey y'all, welcome to Cooking with Nene and Murray.
This
we
is
are-
us.
Just us being
Us.
because we forgot to put everything out on the stage here.
But, like I say, glad everybody's with us tonight. And,
Tell them what we're making tonight.
what are we making tonight? We're making a long time Southern tradition, something that brings back fond memories of my childhood. My mama
Mine too. My mama.
made these Southern delicacies. They call what?
Sorry. I just never
I
hear
can't-
you say the word delicacies.
Yeah, like
Southern?
Southern and
Not delicate?
delicacies, kind of like
Kinda like me.
mountain oysters. That's a delicacy.
Lord, Nathan, please.
So, but these are tea cakes,
Southern, old-fashioned,
old fashioned,
Southern tea cakes, y'all.
and but before we, well, the tea cakes, you know, they go back to really when it was Depression era, even before, even back, you know, I read somewhere as far, you know, as slavery is a really meager and way of making a cookie with very minimal ingredients. You know, butter, you know, and not a lot, you know, not a lot of butter, not a lot of sugar, you know, a couple eggs and some flour
And vanilla?
and vanilla, and it's a really crisp cookie. It's not overly sweet.
It's a delicacy.
It's a delicacy, and we're gonna do some variations with it tonight.
Yes, we
And,
are.
Um,
Pretty excited about those.
Tell Teresa Kennedy that they're not really that fancy. She says, wow, they sound pretty fancy.
They're really not that fancy. They're like a sugar cookie.
sugar cookie.
A thin sugar cookie that's
Really
not
crisp.
too sweet, not too bland. It's just right.
And
You can make them fancy.
You
Yeah,
can make
make-
them fancy.
and
We're going to make them a little fancier tonight. So,
do your shout outs real quick. and we'll
Okay,
get
real
that out of the
quick.
way.
Gabe Gossett, my cousin, my goodness, he's been a busy bee this week and adding like how many people? About
60
60
something.
people?
We invited. them.
invited, yes. So thank you, Gabe, for that.
Wow.
And then we had a lovely photo of our cousin Kathy Schrage wearing her
Cookie.
apron. It was very cute. You looked adorable in it. Blue is your color. And then, of course, a usual shout out to your brother Stanley
Stanley.
Floyd, with his pictures of his keto diet. And my co-worker, well, she's no longer a co-worker. She's retired. Cindy Shope has been busy cooking some good Southern food. Fried okra, fried corn. What else was it?
Fried okra,
Corn,
squash,
and like,
cornbread, and
tomatoes.
It was
Lord,
just a country meal,
It looked
a
good
fried country
too.
meal, and
Something we might fix.
then we had our little contest between who drank Coke and who drank Pepsi, and
Guess who won?
Coca-Cola I mean, just
Blew it out of the water. Now,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I like to have me a Pepsi now and then because I've been told by Dr. Cagle that a Pepsi will settle your stomach.
Pepsi.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
And it does. I should have had
Hey.
my Pepsi today.
But
Hey,
like us, share us. We're gonna do a little contest.
yeah, like we said earlier,
We're gonna do a little contest, and we're gonna run the contest from tonight until
next Thursday.
next Thursday. We'll announce it probably about 4 or 5
Oh,
o'clock.
I thought we could announce it on the show.
We can announce, we announce it on the show, but
Thank
we're gonna cut it off about 4 or 5 o'clock so we can get the
Okay.
count.
4 o'clock is
4
when we're going
o'clock
to cut it
next
off.
Thursday, so you can share all week. You know, share the episode tonight, either on our page or on our group, and we'll count up how many shares and invites you did. And this is going to be
Our prize.
prize.
And listen, it's not just sharing the videos, it's sharing the page, sharing, what else did I say? I said something earlier about it. But yeah, share everything, basically.
And
So, they can't see you over there, honey.
but Tim's going to turn around here.
Tim's gonna turn around here, yes, turn
And
that
this
thing around.
It is a Cucina Pro apple core. And we've been making apple pies and pear preserves. And this thing right here, folks, if you don't have one, you share us and you'll get one.
Oh my God, this thing is gonna save us about a gazillion hours of peeling and coring and slicing.
Man,
It's amazing! Telling you. I mean,
Love
look,
this
everybody in the studio audience has their mouth hanging open.
look, I'm
Just
telling
look. I just wish you'd just look.
It comes
Hey,
right out.
Look,
Look
at
at
that.
this thing.
Look at that. Oh.
Then all you gotta do is slice them,
Uh-uh.
you know, just, and boom, you've got apples.
Oh.
It works with pears.
Yes, and potatoes. Pretty much anything you can put right there that needs to be peeled.
Then you just
Except your hand. You don't want to do that.
pull the core out, throw it over your shoulder. But anyway,
That's the
share,
prize.
share, because
One
the
that
lucky
shares
winners.
the most wins one of these. We will ship it
Dang.
straight
Straight
to
to
you.
you.
Unless, of course, you want to come here and get it. So, back to the show.
So tonight we said we were going to do some different. We're just going to do some plain old tea
Plain
cakes,
old, plain old.
and then we're going to do some special ones. We've got some. We'll make some.
No, don't tell them. Let's
Okay.
wait till we get to it.
Whatever she said.
I want what was that?
Whatever you say, dear.
That's right.
You're the boss of me.
What? Y'all, did y'all just hear that? Say it again.
I said you're not the boss of me.
That is not true. You did not. You said that I am the boss. of you.
I heard it.
Thank you.
Got a witness.
Studio audience says yes. Tim, what'd you hear?
I wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't
I
paying
was
attention.
reading the comments.
Well, are there any comments that you
Yeah,
might read
Cindy,
to us?
Cindy Shope.
Yes, Cindy
Yes.
Shopey Dopey.
She says what? No chop-o-matic?
No
No,
chocolate.
Chop-O-Matic.
Not this time. Maybe next time.
And then Carl Tate was very impressed. He calls it an apple slinky.
That's
That's
right.
it.
It is an
Yeah.
apple slinky. Leave it to my buddy Carl, man. He comes up with some good stuff.
So here we go. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna get started on these tea cakes. Like I say,
It's simple.
never, when I was a kid, never went to my grandmother's mama.
Was that Mrs. Cagle?
It was
Oh.
that she did, and when she made them, she'd make a big batch, and she'd keep them in a flour bag, an old flour bag, back when they flour bags were out of cloth, and you know that's what she kept tea cakes in. But you know, and Mama was just one of those. You went to her house, you might as well not argue with her or whatever. You're
Your
going
mama
to eat.
didn't.
Oh yeah.
You're going to eat. You're going to eat something. And, you know, back when she was cooking a lot, she always had tea cakes with ginger snaps.
Mm.
And
Does
later,
she make ginger snaps too?
yeah, but she
Ooh.
store bought ginger, but she make ginger snaps too. And, but then she always, as she got older and the great grandkids, she always had what we fondly call now
Aw,
is
Mama
Mama cookies, which is I don't know, they're called ice cream cookies, the little yellow wafers, it's got the cream.
They're like lattice, and they're skinny, and they have like just plain old filling, like
Just a little
vanilla
vanilla
filling.
filling in 'em.
They're thin, they're crunchy, they're delicious,
They're Mama cookies.
and that's right. I
And,
do like Mama because of those cookies.
Yeah, Mama was sweet as she could be.
She wasn't sweet to your mama.
Well, she was sometimes. But anyway,
Anyway, yes,
let's
okay.
get back.
First thing we're gonna
Family
do now
dynamics.
is wait, whoa. First thing we got going on here is we got a stick of butter, which is also known as a half a cup of softened butter. It's sat out for about an hour.
Yeah.
All right, don't get it going too loud. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a cup of sugar. I'm gonna cream all that together.
Crack us 2 eggs and beat them up there
All
like.
right, let me get over here and do that right quick.
And takes 2.5 cups of sifted all-purpose lily white flour.
What kind?
Lily white.
What's the difference in lily white and other flowers?
This is what my mom always used. This lily, we've always used it. It's the flower of the South.
Flower of the South, but dear sweet Catherine Capitasto found some. But I think you had to order yours from Amazon, maybe. She's up in Washington, D.C.
But white lily,
I guess that's still kind of the South.
their process, it makes everything just lighter. It's just a really good baking flour.
So basically, you're going to take your 2.5 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, and you're going to put it in your sifter. You're going to add in your dry ingredients and sift those with the flour also. And I will get that going. So you need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. What
You're
happened
going
to
to
the
put
salt?
the eggs.
What happened to the salt?
You're going to bring that salt soda down. So I guess you just want to. So I'm going to go ahead and add the egg into the butter and sugar mixture. Let it be beating. And then, I gotta do my,
Here we go. Salt's going in.
and
Baking powder, and then we're going to have 2 teaspoons of baking powder in there also. Oh, let me get my milk. You're Jack. Imagine that.
I can't believe he's
Stephanie
that
is Jack's favorite person.
Ever. He saw her tonight and said, "Oh my God, she's coming to take me home with her. I'm so excited."
But you sift the baking powder and salt in with your flour. And
Sydney says she's happy to see the flour sifter again.
Good, here it is. It's happy to see you also. She's a nut. Cindy showed me is a nut. All right, so I'm ready. Are you ready for your vanilla?
yeah,
Okay. Boom. Vanilla. Half a teaspoon vanilla. Then we're going to do a tablespoon of milk. Just a tablespoon.
be careful when you add your flour in there. You have
Yeah.
to be beating it pretty slow. The flour. You like
It did go everywhere earlier. Let me do this real quick, please.
Do you alternate then, the flour and the milk?
You don't have to. We just kind of, since we're working together, it turns out that way. All right, so in goes the dry ingredients. Mixing those in, got to get them blended up really well. And the other key to this, we did a trial run with these last night.
and it worked.
Yeah, it worked good. I mean, it worked fine, but it was really, the dough was very sticky. Of course, you can, you flour your surface and your hands and whatever, but they said, they said to take the dough after you've got it mixed up and wrap it in plastic wrap, stick it in the fridge for an hour. So we have done that in the fridge. Done. So we've done that, and we're gonna see if
Oh.
last night's turns out better than, or tonight's turns out better.
Get some of that plastic wrap. We'll go ahead and get this wrapped up, put in the fridge, and we'll pull the one out of the fridge out.
Now we have a question from Terry.
Yes.
Nunnally?
Terry.
Nunnally?
Nunley.
Terry,
Hi,
hey,
Terry.
honey.
She asked if you're going to roll them out.
We are going to roll them out
Directly.
directly, as he says. Is this gonna be big enough?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a.
I hate that stuff. God help me, I do.
Lord have
Do
mercy.
you have a bleeper on the thing, Tim, that we?
7-second delay?
Yeah.
No, we do not.
Arr.
Right.
Okay, there we go.
And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna kind of just take half of this dough and
Lord have
Oh,
mercy.
wow.
oops.
That's my favorite spatula.
Put some super glue on it, I guess.
Oh my gosh. This is a fiasco. I'm tearing up my spatula. I've only had it for about 10 years. So, do you remember when the girls used to
Okay.
sell school stuff?
Yeah.
I bought those from Savannah when she was in elementary
my
school.
God.
All right, fold that one up and cut
Are we
another
doing
piece.
it? Oh, I've
Yeah.
got to cut another piece of that stuff. Please. How exciting.
Remember, shares tonight. And
Because
get
if you do, you're going to win something cool. Just in case you're joining us,
an
you're going to
apple
win
peeler, core,
slicer.
slicer, dicer.
You can make yourself an apple slinky.
That's right. Guaranteed the cure fits.
Hysteria.
Here.
Jesus, we need all of the apple peeler core slicers if that's the case. Oh
This-
Lord, I've just made a mess of
Hey,
it.
like that cling wrap. Huh? It's kind of clingy, isn't it?
Please.
Jack! It's kind of like Jack.
Yeah.
Did
That's
he
what
take
Jack-
off again?
Hey, he's probably upstairs.
Probably.
Alright.
All right.
Now we're gonna.
Oh, I hear him.
Alright, wrap that up.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
got
go
that?
wash my
Okay,
hand.
so we're going to store these to make some more later. We already have, like I said, some dough that we prepared earlier. Where you at, buddy? Come on in here. You're a good boy. There's my baby. There's my baby. So we're
And,
gonna stick those in, pull out the, oh, we probably should have had these out already.
No,
What you
you're fine.
think?
No, you're about it. And I'm gonna
They'll
just
be real hard.
What you doing there? Oh.
so we can
Dough.
flour the table up.
Let me get rid of some of this stuff right here. And we're gonna keep that and that.
I love your little bowls. Any history with that little flowery bowl?
Yes.
Pioneer woman.
Came straight from the Pioneer Woman
I
through
hate y'all.
Walmart.
I hate y'all. It kind of matches your outfit.
Thanks. I try to do things like that. I know I'm so silly.
I do
But you
love
know,
that
it's
bowl,
funny.
though.
It's a saying that I've always had. It's like everything around me is out of control, but I can control everything I got on can match.
So
That's
here's
my
the-
way of controlling.
I like it.
Here is the dough.
I'm trying to make some cookies here.
Right. Yeah.
Well, how about I just let you go right ahead?
Oh no.
Say, Nathan.
So now we're going to roll out the dough.
Lord, you done got a mess all over your apron.
That's why I got it on.
Wish you look. So yeah, rolling it out. We're gonna do it about a half inch
Well,
thick. I mean,
And it's all personal preference too.
yeah.
If you like a chewy or thicker cookie, roll it out not as thin. If you like a crisp, I will like mine crisp.
We both like crisp.
Thin and crisp, you know.
Is it a delicacy?
Maybe.
The key here, though, I mean, did
The
you?
key here is to hit your wife over the head.
You best straighten your little self.
Cause you ain't the boss of me.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
I am. Listen, you didn't. Okay, yeah. The key right here to this rolling out business is to keep stuff floured. Even though it's cold, it's not quite as sticky as it was last night.
No.
It's a lot easier to work with. But you got to alternate
Where's-
the ways that you roll too.
That little
Where's my what?
brush. Because
What little brush? Oh,
Paint.
my paintbrush.
we cause you do get some flour on it. We just kind of brush them off. Just brush the flour off of them.
Oh wow. Big chunk.
And so now we just need the pan
Here we go.
and we have a high-tech cookie cutter. Y'all seen it before?
Best cookie cutter around.
And that's
It's
probably what my mama used, was just a pineapple.
Pineapple, yeah. 8-ounce pineapple, crushed pineapple. I guess that's what
That
was
just
in
blew
here.
my mind.
Yeah.
Is it for making biscuits also?
Uh,
We use
Yeah,
it for
for
making
making
biscuits.
biscuits.
We've used it for something else too. I can't remember what it was now.
Oh wow.
And then we used it for, so yeah, versatile. All right, so can I cut the first one?
You can cut them all out there, baby.
Well, okay. And another key, we made these last night, as I've said like 100 times already. We got how many? 22 out
Yeah.
of it.
A dozen the first time and 10 the second
I
time.
probably could have gotten 24 if I'd have measured or been a little bit more conscious of what I was
Because
doing
you just
here.
take your waist, roll it back up in a ball, and then you roll it out. You know, it's kind of like flip. Huh?
After I got through talking about how I needed
To dust your.
to dust everything.
There.
How about that?
Send them right there. Just turn them upside down.
Okay, so you
'Cause I'm
can.
I'm gonna dust the flour off the bottom of them.
All right.
And then just put. We're using this. I forget what they call this. It's
I
for
don't
baking.
know.
I don't know. It's like a little parchment. It's a sheet. But nothing
Like a
sticks.
Still pat or something like that?
Yeah, I forget
Wow.
what they call it, but
I don't know,
This-
but it
it works.
does great. I'm
Does
telling
it?
you. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you don't have to
I'll
worry
have
about
to
anything sticking.
research that a little more. That's Brandon's, I think, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Had to be because we didn't buy it.
But you just keep cutting, and like I say, probably could get away with a little. But the flour, if you don't have enough flour, these things will stick. You trying to be bossy again?
No, I thought I did something
No.
wrong.
You can never do anything wrong.
Mm.
Huh? I bet I could cut some onions wrong.
You cut onions wrong.
Walk away from the chicken. Shannon Keeler will get that saying. Walk away from the chicken.
Oh Lord, I bet a lot of people know about the onions.
Well, basically, mine was chicken, yours is onions.
So we just keep cutting them out and
Talking about onions and chicken.
onions and chicken. And my mom, she made tea cakes too. I mean, this is just kind of a staple we had, and
Yeah, my mother made them too. I loved them, and
you can see here. We make ours pretty thin, but you can make them thicker. And the next go around we might just roll them out a little thicker, so you can.
anybody saying anything? Anybody
Um,
talking?
Cindy wants to know if the cookie sheet is greased underneath the paper.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not. Whatever this paper thing is that we're using, you don't have to. It doesn't stick, but it doesn't burn or anything. I just wish I knew what that was. It's almost like a silky
Like
fabric.
silicone?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, silicone. That's yeah.
Now, do you reuse it?
Oh yeah, yeah. You
yeah,
just
just
wash
rinse
it off.
Yeah.
When we lived in Nashville, there was a place that made Tennessee tea cakes.
Ooh, what's
Yeah.
the difference?
Well, huge difference. You know when you go to Kroger and you get the little brownie bites?
Yes.
That's exactly what they looked like, but they were tea cakes.
Huh.
I don't think I ever had chocolate ones, but
Ooh.
they were like maybe about an inch thick and real soft. Like the outside was a little crunchy, but very soft in the center.
That
And
sounds
some of
I'm
these-
really
delicious.
interested to
Some
see.
of these we made last night, we made a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
And some, this is kind of like the end of the, we rolled them out to the end to try to get as many as we can.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very crisp and crunchy.
They're a
Oh.
delicacy.
Yes.
Carl wants to know if they stay the same size when they cook as the size that you cut them out.
Pretty much. I mean, that's right here. Show them the ones that we made.
They're just they get just a little bit larger.
Yeah, not much.
And
So how many do you have so far from that one?
9.
Wow.
We have 9 so far. That's just half of the dough.
Yeah.
I got the other half going here. So, how's that,
that's good.
boss man? Would you like to dust them? The delicacies.
I'm fixing
Nathan, you
What?
wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Oh. Who's I?
Get that off me immediately.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
All right, let's cut out some more here.
Yeah.
Get busy. We got things
We got
to
time
do.
to do things to do.
Oop, 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 oop.
We ain't gonna roll that other one out.
Well, yeah, we'll do those later
We'll get this pan in the oven and then we'll show you what we're gonna.
because we have enough to make
Oh, yeah.
extra stuff with tonight, and we'll just blow through those real fast. Sorry, I kind of messed that one up. Let me just get. Oh, we got
We got enough
enough.
right
Okay.
here.
All right. So we'll mix those this with that. Should I just put this dough back in the
Yeah,
fridge?
yeah.
Okay.
And these, I mean, if you got kids around, you want to purdy them up a little bit. We had some of the colored sugar, but the grandkids, last time they came over, we made homemade ice cream. They ate a whole bottle of that.
Oh my God! They got
Sugar.
a whole bottle of those green sparkly things. Oh my
And
God!
it's just sugar, so we're gonna put some
Sprinkles.
sprinkles.
And then I've got some of that big coarse
Raw
raw
sugar.
sugar to put on some.
And you want to preheat your oven to 375, and we're going to cook them for about 12 to 15 minutes. Once again, preference. If you don't want as a crisp tea cake, cook them 10 to 12 minutes. They want they'll be chewier. Which
I'm sorry, you keep saying crisp.
is crisp funny. Kind of like that flour on your chin.
I bet I have flour on my chin.
Anyway.
I can't even feel for that.
Well, I have to fall for it because the time that I don't fall for it, I'll have it on my chin.
Right.
So, I'll put these in there for
Set that timer there, buddy.
15 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna move those out of the way. Are we gonna bring all of that over here in the midst
Yeah,
of all
yeah.
this mess?
And here is, yeah, I'm just gonna set them right there.
That's fine.
Ooh, I like that rack.
Thanks.
And we're gonna do, this is
Amazon.
gonna be one of the surprises here. The
Oh, let me get some.
options.
Oh, wait.
And what we did earlier
What he did earlier.
is took a gallon of ice cream or whatever, vanilla ice cream. They don't make ice cream in like cartons anymore that open up. They're all that preformed
Mm-hmm.
thing. So I just cut the carton open and I took the cookie cutter, the pineapple can, and I just cut out some vanilla ice cream. These are the ones that's got the sugar, so I
just
think we're
wanna-
going to do these.
Okay.
And
It is vanilla bean ice cream. Artesian vanilla bean ice cream.
have it- look here. Just going to put them like that.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Put them like that.
Look at you being, oh my gosh.
I'll make somebody a good wife, wouldn't I?
You would. I didn't say it. Look at you. I mean, now that's right pretty. That just is.
And you can put these, wrap them up in wax paper, put them back in the Frigidaire, in the freezer. Would you like one?
Well, I won't hurt your feelings. Oh,
Make
gee.
Would you like one also?
How am I gonna read the comments with a mouthful of ice cream?
Well, you can do it. I've heard you do that before, somewhat. We also, not only did we do ice cream, but we're gonna make some, what did you call those? Black and tans?
Black and whites.
Black and whites. And I brought, how is it?
Oh
Let me
my
get you a napkin.
God.
I also brought out in this lovely little owl bowl here.
Who? Who? Elbow?
Owl bowl, don't you know
Like elbow?
Mm-mm.
Like elbow?
How about that?
That looks amazing.
Oh, let me see that real
That
quick.
looks amazing.
Here's that.
Yeah, get that in front of the camera. Oh man.
Tea cakes with ice cream, y'all.
Oh my God.
Good?
Mm.
Yay! See, if you came to the live studio audience, folks, you too would get to try our food. But the other thing, here in the owl bowl that I was talking about earlier, we have pepper jelly, pear preserves that we made yesterday? No, day before yesterday, from the pears from Leah Brown.
Leah Brown.
And fig preserves that we made with the figs that our buddy Brandon brought us. So I'm going to put some of those on there too, just to try.
Mm.
Oh, get that chocolate.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh my Lord. Sorry, y'all.
I'm not
Matthew?
sorry.
Mm.
It's crispy, but they're tender.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You know what?
This is better than any, what do you call those ones the round ice cream sandwich?
Klondike bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff not only wants to know where he can buy tickets for the studio audience.
It's going to cost you.
Mm.
All you got to do is just send in a written request. Let us run it by HR. No. You want to...
Get that spatula.
If you would like to be in our studio audience, send us a little message and we'll make it happen. I mean, it's not like, you know,
Yeah.
it's a real studio or anything. It's our house for crying out loud.
So we
But
just
I
have
guess
some
y'all
melted.
can do that.
This is melted chocolate chips. Sorry, I'm interrupted you again. And just gonna.
Are you good? Tim, do you need some water? What you got? Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lord, Lord.
Mm.
What you gonna do with that? Let me get another plate to put that on.
Now I'm gonna put it on the rack.
I don't want you to put it on the rack. Then I have to clean all that off.
But if you don't put it on that other rack.
If you
Where's
put
it?
it on the floor, Jack will clean it up there. Yeah.
Because God knows he's eaten chocolate chip cookies
Just
before.
put it right there.
I don't know anything about it. Mm.
That looks like my bite.
Or you can do this
Just do
way.
one side, yeah.
The chocolate probably needs to be a little thinner.
Maybe. I'm gonna take one of these These are one of the last of the batch that was a little bit crispy. And I'm gonna try a little bit. I've been dying to do this because they're sweet. I'm gonna try some of this
Pepper jack.
spiciness. See how that tastes.
Mm-mm.
What do you think, Tim?
I think it's fantastic.
Oh my God.
It's
Yeah.
really,
This is
really
so good. Here, baby, you gotta try this.
Yeah, I mean,
No?
yeah, I mean, clear my palate of this
Quit
delicacy.
talking with your mouth full.
With this of this delicacy.
You'll never live it down.
Why'd you have to open your mouth?
Cause
Think you feed the baby?
you are a baby. Okay, so how's that? Isn't that pretty delicious? And either one of y'all, when you're done with your ice cream sandwiches, are welcome to come and try one of these.
Pear
Pear
preserves.
preserves that Nathan made.
Mmm.
You'll have to link the recipe in there for the preserves that you made.
We're looking for a new recipe.
I got a new recipe.
Mm.
I couldn't find my mother. I texted my sister-in-law. She's got most of mom's old cookbooks, but a lot of mom's recipes are right up here.
Right.
Fig
Yeah.
preserves.
Mm.
But I found one because mom always cooked her pears were almost candied, and they were kind of hard and real thick. And this recipe, I mean, they're good, but they're not what I remember. And how's that ice cream sandwich there? Dove in there, didn't you? Got that guy Fieri.
I mashed it, and it just come everywhere.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go home.
Y'all better behave. Y'all two right here. Just right now. Just behave.
Look at Bubba.
There's Bud.
Hey,
But-
Bubba.
But anyway, the pear preserve that I made called for a cup of water.
Got one in here.
And you cook, but the new recipe I found, it doesn't call for any water. You peel your pears and slice them up, and you alternate I think it's like 2 cups of pears, 2 cups of sugar, and you just layer, and you just leave them in the pot overnight and just let them sit out overnight, and it just makes them make their own juice. And then you have to cook them down for 2 to 3 hours on low. Just let them simmer and cook down, and it makes them really, almost like candied pears. But man, on a hot butter biscuit, they ain't much better than. So I've got some more pears. Leah Brown, she's got a pear tree that will. I mean, if there's-
Does she have a partridge in it?
yeah, about 10 of them. And if there's one pear on that tree, there's probably 2,000. I mean, it's just draped over. I mean,
Wow.
there's hundreds of pears on that tree. So I'm gonna try some more pear. And she gave me a big thing of figs too.
They're the biggest
How
figs
about the
I've
big
ever
old figs
seen.
there?
Oh my
They're
lord.
tremendous.
It's
And,
enormous. They're like,
the brown turkey
Big old
figs,
things.
Dang.
about that big. These things are what? Almost the size of a tennis ball, just about.
this to me is the best right here.
The pepper jelly.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So anyway,
Cream cheese with these and pepper jelly. Oh
Ooh.
my goodness. Anyway,
uh,
old fashioned southern tea cakes, y'all.
Mm.
I'm telling you, this is lay bomb. If there ever was one. Okay, Nathan.
I didn't do what I was going to. Just rub it all over your face.
Come here.
Oh.
But anyway, there you have it, folks. And these are not quite. But these will be done in just a minute. So
Those are so simple to make, and people will be sorely impressed, especially if you serve them with
Accoutrements.
right, another big fancy
Delicacies.
word
accoutrement.
I was waiting all day.
on
to
the
use that.
delicacy, on the southern delicacy.
Mm.
They're so good. They're really different than a sugar cookie. They look like one, but they don't.
Right, they're not as sweet.
Mm-mm.
They're just right. I'm telling you, like the Three Bears.
Yeah,
So yeah, easy,
peasy.
deliciousness
Mm.
galore. I'm telling you what,
Mm.
y'all. I want you to don't forget, share, because I know y'all want that apple peeler core slicer.
Nicer.
No, it don't dice.
Look, for all y'all that wasn't here.
And here's the kicker: they have different colors.
Ooh.
So
So I'll let you know when you win what colors you can pick.
here you go. But share, and get an apple peeler
Dicer
Dealer.
slicer,
and make some slinky
apples.
apples.
And here's the real kicker. Next Thursday night.
Next Thursday night.
Yes.
Look at here. Don't play with your food. Next Thursday night.
Guess who is going to be our chef of the day?
Chef of, what do you say?
Chef du jour.
Chef du jour, yeah. Wonderful. Tim.
Tim. He doesn't know what he's going to make yet, but he's going to make something.
Tim
I'm
is
telling you.
quite.
The guy,
Tell me what.
he
The other
comes
night,
over the other night. I
he
want y'all to
protects
try something.
Yeah.
He brings us figs
Mm.
stuffed with cream cheese and a mixture of cream cheese and blue cheese wrapped in
Bacon.
Prosciutto.
prosciutto.
Prosciutto,
I
yeah.
had to say it correctly, like delicacy. And then drizzled with balsamic vinegar
Mm-mm.
Reduction.
reduction.
And they were to die.
Oh, Lord have mercy on me. They were good. And this is from the girl that don't eat figs. So,
I think
Tim's,
you like figs.
apparently I do.
Mm-hmm.
So Tim's going to be guest chefing because Nathan is going to be in the thick of things next week, getting ready for our big
Auction.
Labor Day auction. Hey,
It's upstairs. Hey, but check us out.
KegelAuction.net.
KegelAuction.net. If you like old signs, vintage toys,
Southern
wind-up
pottery.
toys, southern pottery, sterling silver, just Americana, we have a action-packed. We're starting Southern Pottery at 11 a.m. Run 2 hours of Southern Pottery from 11 to 1. And then running Americana from 1 to
Till
2:30. And then we're going on to the advertising and vintage toys from 2:30 to whenever we're done. And it's the first auction we've had since the China virus. And because the last one we had was in March,
Lard.
the 3rd, I think it was, or, no, the 6th, and
Right
they
before.
closed the Civic Center, everything down on the very next day. So just got it in under our chinny chin chin. So we have assembled a great. Check us out. I'm telling you. Go to proxybid.com/Kegel auction. You can bid online if you can't make it. And we got some neat stuff. Look at here, look
I
at here, look
wish
at here.
y'all could smell that.
Doesn't it smell so
my
good?
gosh.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. Okay,
Yes.
that's getting hot.
It smells like a refined sugar cookie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yes.
buttery,
Yes.
buttery.
Yes.
And like I say, we let ours go 15 minutes. I mean, I like mine on the dark, crispy side.
Crispy.
And these are a little darker here because those are the ones you put the sugar on. So it,
The raw.
yeah. But if you want them a little chewier and less crisp, just cook them for 10 minutes.
Right. Or make them a little thicker.
And these ones in the middle are a little thicker. And just put them.
Put them on your handy dandy cooling rack.
Is that a Pampered Chef item?
No, it is not a Pampered Chef item. It's probably a made in China item, unfortunately. Because I did buy it
Kind
through,
of like the virus,
no, totally different than the virus,
but made in China.
but made in China. But yes, it is like that. Exactly like it. It came from Amazon, and I have discovered, hold on, I was going to help you here, that most everything you buy from Amazon is made in China.
Is
So-
it really?
Well, you know, it'd be nice if they would give us like a button to refine our search for Made in USA. But anyway, that's my take on Amazon. They do have lots of good products, and they do get them here pretty quickly. There's that. So,
Kill
Here.
mom and pops. Uh-oh, where's your brush?
I'll get it. I'm gonna put it on this next one here.
Wipe it on
So
That's the best phone
your.
cleaner.
Girl.
here you have it.
Where's my little paintbrush? Oh, never mind. It's okay. Let me have that.
So here you have it.
Here's our lovely
Southern delicacy with
crisp.
accoutrements.
Not crisp.
What is it?
Crisp.
And so be sure to share.
And if you make some of these,
Yes.
we need to see a picture of that.
Yes, please.
Or if you live close by, you can bring them over here and we'll compare.
Or
How's that?
Show
if you live close by and you want to just come by and get one.
Yeah, how about that? You could just come over and have one. Or you could be in the studio audience with Stephanie.
So,
So, in the famous words of my sweet, loving, beautiful mother, y'all be somebody.
and in the words, my dear old dad, you never left without him saying these words, no matter who you were. I love you, and don't you forget it. And we love you,
and don't you forget it, dadgummit.
See you next Thursday,
7:30.
7:30. Tim McKeon will be the chef. And hey,
No telling what that man's gonna cook up. I'm telling you right now.
he is,
Hey, guess what?
What?
I love you.
I love you.
Oh.
Oh. So see you next week.
See y'all next week.
Thanks
Y'all
for
come back
tuning
and
in.
you can stay longer.
Bye.
Mwah. Mwah.